Hi guys. Okay, so I skipped the intro because that's a lot of time. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Brow Powder just to fill in my brows. I already filled them in with the pencil. Now I really love this. And next I'm going to place the powder on my brows. I'm going to pack it on. You don't want to wipe it because you'll wipe off the product, so you want to pack it on to make sure that the brows are filled in correctly. I'm going to continue filling my sparse brows with it's just a regular angled brush for your eyebrows. You need an angled brush for your eyebrows. And then I'm going to be concealing my eyebrows with the Makeup Revolution concealer in shade C12. It's summertime, so you can go a little lighter underneath your eyebrows to add that pop. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. flat brush just to sculpt my brows and give them a more defined look. After I got done filling in the bottom brow, I'm going to be filling in the top of the brow just to make my eyebrows look a little bit more defined, because the eyebrow pencil is like a brownish ash, so I want to make it pop a little bit, and I'm going to add a lighter concealer. You can see I love, oh my god, I love this part so much. You can see how it just transforms your eyebrows. I went from looking dusty to slate. Eyebrows, I feel like eyebrows make you look like a different person. After that, I'm going to be applying my Makeup Revolution concealer on my eyelids just to prime my eyelids. I feel like this step is very detrimental to when you're doing makeup, because when you do this step, after I blended out the concealer, I'm going to be using my Morphe 35B palette. Then after that, I'm going to be using my small Morphe tapered eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pack on the color onto my lids just to be able to show what type of crease it's going to form after I apply the other colors. I want to see what type of lid shape that I'm going to be having before I do everything. We are going to continue to do circular patting motions. When you pat the eyeshadow, you're already blending it. You're going to blend it and then you're going to pat it in, just so we can create a smooth transition. When we create our cut crease, we want to make sure that we know the shape that we're going to have before we even place all our eyeshadow colors. Okay, so as you can see, there is a circular shape on my lid. I'm gonna take the Tarte palette, the pineapple palette, and I'm gonna place that purple color. It's called magenta, and I like to place it on top of the eyeshadow, the pink eyeshadow, and we're gonna pat and blend it. We're gonna keep continuing to pat and blend it, just so we can create a smooth transition. When we do the cut crease, we want to keep patting and blending it so we can create a gradient of color. Nice. You can really see the transition when you're blending it out. Look how smooth it's coming out, and you want to continue that step. I'm going to do the other eye as well, and it looks like a pop of a pinkish purple at the top, so it's really cute. I really like this. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Morphe brush, and I'm going to be using the Morphe 35B palette. I'm going to be using the hot pink just so I can place a little bit more color. You want to pack the color and blend it out. Pack the color and blend it out. You see that? Like, I'm making the gradient of the pinkish purple. You want to keep packing it and blending out, packing and blending. Oh my gosh, can we just like get into the blending? Oh my gosh. Then I'm going to be taking like the yellowish shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette featured with Morphe. I'm going to take like that yellowish shade at the top of my brow bone. And then I'm going to place the Tarte palette Purple Magenta on the top. And we're going to blend it out as well. Next, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and Sand Sable just to cut the crease. Then I'm going to be using my e.l.f. flat brush and I'm going to blink just so I can figure out where my crease of my lid is going to end up. And I'm going to stamp and line the concealer. I'm going to stamp and line the concealer just so I can create a smooth base when I apply my next shadow color for my eyelid. After we finish packing the concealer, we're going to blend it out with my Real Technique crease brush. And we're going to buff out the concealer just so we don't have any harsh lines and so the eyeshadow doesn't stick together. I don't like when your eyeshadow separates. You know, you want to make sure you take your time and really blend that concealer on the lid until it gets a tacky base. I'm going to take that same shade that's left on my brush from the Tarte palette and I'm going to buff it out with my small crease brush. And I'm going to keep buffing out the edges until I get that ombre effect in the corner of the eyelid. I like to call it my V in the corner. Okay, next I'm going to be using the Mayo Makeup Glitter Pigments, and I really recommend this if you want that exotic look in your inner corners. But I like to do this step in the inner corners first, because if you do it as the last step, it will turn out harsh. It will just look like you just sat glitter on your inner corners and did not blend it. So you want to make sure that you blend that shadow out. You want to make sure that you pack it and blend it out. Pack it and blend it out as well. Believe me guys, when you do this step, it will make a huge difference when you are doing your makeup. After that, I'm going to be using my Morphe 35B shimmery shade. I don't know what it's called. I had it for so long. If you guys want it, go on the website. I'm pretty sure that they still have this palette in stock. If not, wait till the next time that they have it available on their website. This is a really highly requested product, so make sure that you guys get it on your hands immediately. Also, I'm going to use my fingers just to pack the eyeshadow on. I like to use my fingers because it gives like the eyeshadow a sheen look, because I feel like the brush is way too harsh, and with these shadows they're made differently and they have different products in it, so I feel like your fingers are the best tool to apply the eyeshadow shimmery shade onto your eyelids. Like, you can see that it's like an iridescent color. I really love the Morphe 35B palette. I recommend it for like when you want to go out and you want to look like that exotic colorful queen. I'm going to be using the Remold eyeliner just to line my eyes. Then I'm going to be using my Tarte palette. I'm going to use the blackest other color. I don't know what it is. I had it for a very long time, and I don't know what shade it is, but I'm going to be using that just to buff out the liner a little bit. I like to like have a little bit of liner in the corner just to create a smoky gradient effect before I line my eyes. Okay, so I'm going to be using my angled brush, and I'm going to add a little bit more liner. I'm going to like swipe it a little bit, but like tap that liner onto the lid, because this eyeliner is a holy grail. It does not move at all. It's waterproof, but because it's waterproof, when you place the eyeliner, it's stuck there. So you want to make sure that you know where you want to start with the liner when you place it.